Hello everyone, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. I'm Apocryphate Peter Moxilin, and last time... we took on a champion-level mission, and Dismas died. And Fergant and Malbray have a fair bit of stress. As a little bit of a peek behind the curtain, by the way, it's been like a week and a half since I recorded or something, so give me like a minute or two here to actually recalibrate myself with where we are. I didn't actually intend to take that long off from recording, but losing Dismas actually did impact me. What is that? Wonder if I can click. Did impact me, and I then had a ton of life stuff going on like right after, so I couldn't record, like, the next day or whatever. A vile, large flesh eater. Oh, I thought that it was the, pig tar that got him. Eh. Why are you on level 2? You're listed as legend, so you were at level 6. There is no way in hell that I didn't upgrade his equipment. Okay, can't equip or unequip there. Weird. And I think that this screen is mostly so you can see their quirks and diseases and stats and such. So, let's start with this. And realistically, we're committing the two of you this week. And I unequipped, yeah. Good. Yeah, we got that. So we are now... well, we're missing Reynold, for one. What are you, on a drunken bender or something? In search of Holy Vision. Okay. And we are now down a Highwayman, which was one of the characters I was actually most intending to use for an initial assault on the Darkest Dungeon. So it would be real nice if we could get a level 5 or 6 Highwayman back. Well, Stagecoach... okay, 2 level 4s is solid. Backup Jester. Do we need a backup Houndmaster? Take one for now, just so we have some level 4s to work with. That's fully upgraded, yeah. Well, don't we have level 4s?
Ye will be laughing still at the end.
We can get 2 upgrades for barracks. That gets +4 to what we currently have, which gets us to 26. That probably gets us to 30, I'd guess.
A lawman and his faithful beast. A bond forged by battle and bloodshed.
Network upgrade wouldn't necessarily be the worst, honestly. Just check back up with these, make sure, yep, those are all upgraded. Just need portraits and crests to finish upgrading you. And at level 4, do you come in with... yeah, you come in with your upgraded stuff. Okay, cool. And you come in with level 4 skills? Yep, cool. We still need a lot of crests to upgrade all of this stuff. But also, getting the discounts is a little less useful now, because if we're mainly getting level 3 and 4 heroes from the Stagecoach, then they just don't need as many upgrades. The discount is still kind of nice, because the higher level upgrades do suck up your money pretty quick, though. Okay, so this is disease treatment is free. What kind of diseases are we looking at? Oh, duh, they'll have the little indicator. None. We have no diseases. Can we put Dismas in for treatment so we can get rid of the Og, even though he's dead? I know the answer is no, but that is just so morbidly hilarious to me to consider it. We're going to investigating dark arts, so you can do whatever for stress heal. Plus stress heal in Brothel. That's actually really good in this case. Reynold got 69 stress heal, I think, out of praying. Any chance you have the same? No. We'll only pray for stress relief, yeah. Okay. But this is the one where I got some of the upgrades, yeah? Yeah, so we have 1 level of stress recovery for the prayer facilities. So you into the brothel should, like, normally the 70-ish that Reynold got would be higher than what you would get here because we haven't gotten the stress relief increase. So having your plus 20% stress relief from this should counterbalance that and make it so that you heal enough that I'm willing to take you out next week. Then Fergant into here because we have the stress relief increase, so likewise this should heal around 70. I wonder if that means the second level stress relief gets you like 90 stress heal or something. Okay, and working towards 60 busts, if at all possible, for the granary. All the other districts here, realistically, we're not seriously looking toward at the moment. Got the Jester, which is nice. I would like Outsider's Bonfire for extra respite points. Oh, I always forget that that's class-dependent. I really feel like this should just be 2 respite points because it's 300 crests. Ugh. Okay, so we have those 2 in stress relief. You're gone for the week. You're the only other one that could possibly use stress relief, and realistically, 26, I'm not going to send you in. So, now to figure out what the hell we're doing. Okay, no bosses unlocked. Warrens and Wield are much lower mastery. I would like to go on a veteran if at all possible. Let's see, that's the crew and the siren. What do we have for caretaker on that? Siren, crew, siren, crew. So we're on the 3rd iteration of both of those. So level 5 mastery effectively means that we've beaten the 2 medium levels, and we now have the 2 high levels. Level 3... what does that mean, actually? Does that mean that we've only taken on the initial versions? Hag, Pounder... So yeah, probably. My Prince, Inchoate Flesh... Inchoate Flesh, maybe. Swine King, Unstable, Swine God, Formless. Okay. So yeah, both Warrens and Wield, we still have to take on both of the mid-level bosses. So that's probably preferable. Problem is that it's a bunch of champion missions and then a short apprentice mission. Wow, that's bad. Ugh. If I sort by level... I do have enough level 6s to field a party, so there is that. Since we just got these 2, maybe... that'd be more of a veteran level, actually. Because if I'm trying to train up from 4 to 5 to 6... Or you can still take on Apprentice, actually, admittedly. That is a thing. Short Apprentice, Long Apprentice. Crusader only, plus Stress Heal, plus Healing Skills, minus damage. 4 portraits, 7,500 gold, 90% of rooms, long. Antiquarian's at level 3. That's a maybe. Like, if there were better options for these, I'd probably go for one of them. Is there a short champion? Medium, long, what's that? Ancestor's Signet Ring, plus accuracy, plus prop, plus stress. Huh, neat. Medium, long. If there was a short, I'd be willing. Even that. Okay, realistically, we're doing something in the Cove, then. So maybe go ahead with this, because we do need a bunch of portraits. We also need crests, and that's an Eldritch Slayer ring. We have one. Long Apprentice, we could take Antiquarian. You in the back. You for stress healing. Wrecked damage. And you're not going to come with us. Take a level 3. Only usable from the back two. Any 2 or 3. First 2. Back 2. Back 2, back 2. Any. Back 2. Mark other target. Like, we're missing direct healing, but this lets us train up 3 level 4s and a level 3. We don't have any apprentice level bosses left, so anything level 4 or below is typically in this kind of playthrough for an apprentice level mission, so getting them all up to at least level 5 is actually preferable at this point. We have healing on you, technically. We have a very slight amount of healing on you, technically. We got self-heal here. It's not a ton of healing, but especially since this is mostly level 4s going into an apprentice level, I think that works. And this is Fishman, so it's mainly Eldritch. Let's take that to start. Disease and move resist might actually be good here. You're the one with basically no dodge comparatively, so... Oh, that's if low torch dodge. Just 10 dodge for 15 stress because of how I play. Speed, damage, stress. You know what? You're slow. I don't care about your damage. I care about your speed, though. Ooh. I didn't realize that was non-class specific. So this lowers your max health, but makes you have plus 50% damage versus Eldritch. I'm going to call that good. We had a Musketeer, didn't we? Level 3. I could go either way on that, honestly. Because Musketeer is going to have this for extra damage, and then we have some more marks, some more damage. But the Plague Doctor has... Alright, we have this. But the Plague Doctor has a lot more in the way of DOT. Like, that's plus 60% Blight chance. Plus 10 accuracy ranged skills. Plus 20% stun chance. Plus 25% stress, minus 15% HP. Not great, but that's a lot of Blight chance. Hell, for an apprentice level mission, that might actually be guaranteed Blight then. I gotta check that in a moment. Plus crit... Damage, speed, sure. You know what? Dodge and prot at high? Stun and blight skill. There we go. I don't care much about your damage, though you do occasionally have an attack I want to use. I care more about making sure your speed is high. That way we can make sure to battle Ballad at the very beginning. Gotta check skills too, just remember that. Actually, crit minus dodge, plus max HP. Lead skill chance, maybe? Or we have a speed cape, don't we? Yeah, plus 2 speed. At 12 speed, I think we're good, honestly. Let's get the scouting chance. I always forget that I have that. I did see accuracy and dodge there. Realistically, I'm not going to want to use solo, I don't think. So Inspiring Tune, that way we can get minus stress, or stress healing. I want to get rid of Finale. And for Dirk Stabs, that we can at least move a little. Like, this is very much my typical setup for a Jester. Okay, so trinkets, 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 good. Okay, so we have Nighttime Ambush there. Damage for stealth, plus stress on everyone else. Blech. Eh. Accuracy and crit on one person, honestly not the worst. Alright, we have the disease treatment on you. You, let's go ahead and get Tiger's Eye, because that's actually a solid buff. I don't think we're actually going to have much problem with that, but this is a little less important, so let's go with this. What are you? Ah, okay. Okay, go with that. Now check all their skills, and equipment. Okay. Can I just go down the list? I think I can. Those are the ones I mainly use. We're a little light on cash at the moment. Okay, Long Apprentice. I would love to take the Antiquarian, but this is more of a team that I think I can actually, like, use. I don't think anyone's going to die if I take this in. So for a long mission, you get 2 campfires. So I can do that, and then I can hit 2 hunger tiles. We're in the Cove. Typically that has a good amount of extra food you can get. Extra 2 shovels there. I'll stick to 8 torches because we have 2 campfires for full restoration. There's rarely but occasionally a holy water interaction, so sure. Don't care about the anti-venom, can't get rid of it. Do I care about bandages? I don't think I care about bandages. Is this our first long mission, by the way? I think it is. If anything, I might want to take more medicinal herbs, but let's try just taking a full stack of 6 and see what happens. Scouting, 35% by default. Don't really have a scouting boost here, aside from the book. Yep, there's that. Keys. I'll take 2 keys, because there's not a lot of locked stuff in the Cove. Shovels, good. Food, good. Torches, good. Those are the main 3. Okay. Well, I mean, inventory is obviously going to be a problem, but that's the case with basically any long mission, so, let's get into it!
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
But we must find its source. Okay, so this is explore 90% of rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Theoretically, we should be able to skip 2. I suspect the game is going to say we can skip 3. But how do we want to do this? Because I'm seeing this as a path down here, then around. This is not a super friendly layout for trying to explore all rooms. I think we do a lot of backtracking. So down here, back over here, da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and then reassess when we get to about here, because we might just be able to get away with this and this. We might want to go up here, though. Now to find out what I forgot about. Get that on the way back. Hi. Battle Ballad. Light y'all.
Masterfully executed.
Light y'all. Yay.
Death by inches.
You're dead on your next turn. Please don't stun. Thank you. That's what you don't want to see happen. That's bad. Okay. Oh, we could one-shot. In fact, if we hit this, we'd be guaranteed to one-shot, but we would need to stun you first, so let's just attack you and hope for a crit, I guess. 16% is not the worst. Okay. Go for that.
worst
Hope for DOT.
disadvantage. Give
Good.
them no quarter.
You are dead. There's the stun, which removes the guard. Can't stun up front. Noxious Blast. I think that means you're going to blow up. Oh no, we got one more. Yes, good.
Eradicated.
Aye.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Venom, bandages, you. I actually do want to have a third stack of food, at least for now, so let's not eat that. Goodbye Onyx, hello Deeds. You, medicinal. Stick with inventory as is, I think. Onyx would be nice to get, especially since we just had one, but meh. Fine. Stun you. By the way, stun resist is 10%. Stun chance is 120. That's already 100%, and then plus 20 there. And it's also plus 10% damage. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a super difficult mission. It's just going to take a while. Dead.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Good dodge. And die.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Resolve for stress relief. Expiring tune on you to do stress relief. And there.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I don't want to go for a super early camp, but maybe like here or so we camp so we can get rid of like one of the stacks of food and a campfire. Get that on the way. We're not coming back, actually. I'm really trying to stick to heirlooms here because we don't have a ton of money, but we aren't really poor either. Finger tile, nice time. Not a great fight, but we should be able to handle it, I think.
Impressive.
Crit. That's the buff. Play grenade. There's that. Are you dead? Yes.
Is a weapon that cuts on its own.
We're not supposed to be able to bleed the fishman quite so easily. And... nah, be smart. Die.
Destroyed.
Noxious. Beast Bile does not hit, so let's go Manacles to stun. Good. Inspiring Tune Self, so we can just have 0 stress. And bonk.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Resolve for Scout. And double Room Scout, nice. Might as well go here then, because the more empty rooms we hit, the less combat we need to go through. Let's go ahead, eat those, take that. I don't love it because we're going to only have 1 hunger tile per stack of food here after the campfire. But we need to make room somehow. Trap disarm, 90, 90, 120, 90. What? Why bother with the 10% fail at 3 stress? By the way, anyone got Klepto or an equivalent? I don't think so. That is a klepto equivalent. It's just for corpses. Minus damage is not super important. More food at high stress shouldn't be an issue. Minus accuracy is terrible. Will not pray or flagellate. Paranormania. There we go. Could be an issue, but unlikely to be so, I think. And minus damage at low health. Minus accuracy ranged skills. That does count as ranged, both of those. That is bad. Plus stress at low torch. Will not pray. Minus bleed resist. Bad first round. Compulsive is the klepto equivalent, but I don't quite know, and I don't quite understand like how it works. Egomania, I don't... Does that mean that you use like confessionals and such without my input? And the yips, because of course. Probably want to get rid of quirks on Arendelle if we get the chance. And back here. And no fights popping up in the hallway. Good. Okay, we can take one more hunger tile and still do all of our campfire. Ooh, nice. Nice! 3-room skill. Oh. 4. Is this just full? This is just full fucking dungeon. I guess we don't need the key for the secret room anymore. I don't know that I've ever encountered a map that just gave us full exploration. That is insanely good. Also, that's a lot of empty rooms, goddamn. Hi. Noxious on you. Beast Bile. Dirk Stab you.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Ah, I was hoping the Crusader would go first. Oh well. And die.
Obliterated.
A crit for 46 works.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Second stack of gold. Still holding on to the keys because we saw that there's some locked stuff. So we saw that there is some use for keys outside of Secret Room, but that's one of the easier ones to drop now. Actually, we can see how many obstacles there are. And it's between 0 and 1. We can drop shovels if we need to. Like, not all of them, but a stack.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I suppose, sure, let's go to the empty room first. We're just doing a lot of backtracking on this, because the sooner we get the 90% explored, the easier it is to leave if we run into trouble. Maybe camp on the way back from this one, actually, because we know that it's empty, so we can let the torchlight go down a little bit.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Let the torchlight fade. And is there going to be a fight? No fight that popped up. Okay, cool. So now we can use the campfire as instant 100 torchlight. And you.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
I suppose the feast isn't super necessary when you don't really have stress to relieve, actually. I didn't think about that before. No diseases. So really, plus disease resist on self is the only thing you have that's particularly useful. Accuracy and crit for a companion. All companions minus stress and minus stress percent. I like Tiger's Eye so far. That'd be 3, 9 remaining. Plus speed on self. You know what? Plus damage on self, and then everyone minus stress? That might work. I kind of like amping up our damage, but let's revisit that. Yeah, that's all stress-based. What non-stress stuff do you have? I didn't equip your nighttime ambush prevention. Oh, hold up. Do I have that on anyone? Okay, we have not had a nighttime ambush yet. I feel like we're about to get one. Okay, start with this. You're gonna get 20. These two get 10, I think. Yep. Then you. You're at 10, you're at 5. You can encourage to get rid of all of your stress. Party minus 15, all companions minus 15% stress. You know what? We're already at minus 15% stress. Let's make it 30. And one left means disease resist. Probably could have done more in the way of buffing there, like the Tiger's Eye, but at least we're on 0 stress.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Okay, we got lucky that we didn't get any kind of ambush there. Let's go ahead and fix this. You. Okay, now we can prevent the ambush on the next one. Yeah. You.
A powerful blow.
You. You're dead. You're dead. Go for that. And then go for that.
Decimated.
Hi.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
There are times where that's going to be super useful. I really don't rely on disease resist, though. I just kind of try to not get diseases. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop it then. Like, I'm glad we can get the busts at least. Ooh, nice. No! Let me use herbs! Oh, you fucking asshole. Okay, moving on. 90%. Cool. When it's like 20 or more stress, that's where it's, okay, fine, let's go ahead and trust 90% to work. And boop, and boop, and boop. Good surprise.
The blood quickens.
And then you. And then you.
Annihilate.
God, I love seeing the big damage number. You dead? You're not dead quite yet. How dare you do something? You're dead next turn. You're not dead yet. Inspiring Tune. Self. There you go, because you weren't dead yet. Just blast there. Let Arundel go, let Arundel go. No! I want to use the stress relief.
trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
What does that do? Plus damage until camp, I'm pretty sure is the full effect there. Oh, that has so many buffs on you. Okay, so let's try not to camp for a little while.
Another mariner, another misfortune.
I'm thinking try to get to the room battle with treasure, then go ahead and camp. If warranted, of course. 3 torches remaining. Let me see what this is. Pack. Pack could have some food or such in it. Didn't, but it could have. Oh, that's the other jester, isn't it? Who has the does not get stressed from walking backward. Go ahead, you take care of that. Good time for a torch, actually.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
Shovel interaction. Bad fight. Not horrendous, but bad. Ah, darn, you're fast. And go for that to stun the Doomsayer. Madman, Doomsay is his ability. Protect you. Oh, okay. Protecting the stress dealer would be a lot more effective. Now, pop. Pop. You dead? Yep. You dead? Nope. Still not dead quite yet. That. I'll take the crit.
Singular strike.
Cool. Get on your next turn. Yeah, we should. I was thinking of stress healing, but let's go ahead and make sure that we are getting a kill. Yeah, stress heal you.
Time to perform beyond one's
Stress heal self. And regular heal self. And stress heal self.
Momentary abatement.
Good. Got some food out of it.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
We've had one holy water interaction so far. I'm going to trust that we don't need another.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
90%? Damn. Oh well.
Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule.
Oh good, we're going into a fight with like 18
Handsome
rounds.
reward for a task well performed.
Didn't that start at 20? No, it's 20 dodge. It was for 12 rounds. That's why, okay. One eat the food. One hunger tile plus the 8, but we can afford to do the 4 instead of the 8, honestly. Okay, let's see if the Plague Doctor is utterly screwed here or not. Style, crit.
Devastating blow.
Blade grenade. Harvest.
Precision and power.
Oh, hey, they actually resisted the bleed for once. Good for you. Die. Congratulations, you did something. Let me stop that from happening again. Inspiring tune.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and use
Gathered
4.
close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
Accuracy and crit on one of them. I'm really not sure which. Crusader is more stereotypically the one who's going to be missing more, so sure. Prevent ambush. No diseases. Could get damage up. I'm using so much more DOT than direct damage, though, that honestly, the stress that it causes is not really worth it. Quickening would be 3, which means you'd have 2 left. Could get minus stress on self, I suppose. Also could encourage to get you down to 0. You know what, I kind of like that. Quickening now, and then encourage you. So we're still at 0, and we got a couple of moderate, I'd say, moderate buffs, and we're preventing nighttime ambush.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Okay. If I'm right that we can skip 3, then we can literally just go up and hit this curio battle at the end. 1, 2 to go down here, then come back up. 1, 2 to just go up. The problem is that we only have 3 torches now, so it's like, oh, which one do I want to gamble on? Maybe down to this room, then back up, so that we're, like, guaranteed to get only 2 not explored, so we're done. And if it gives us the 3rd, then we can choose to move on to the curio battle. I think I like that. Every hallway is a curio in a fight. I just realized how weird that is.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Eh. Cool.
Decisive bubbling.
And you're dead. Cool. And you're dead. Speed 0. How fucking slow is Arundel? Speed -2. Okay, that'd do it. Right. That. Whoops. And dead.
This expedition at least promises success.
Okay, let's see if we can see what the curio is. Crate. Crate could have heirlooms, but is very rarely really impactful. Torches. Yeah, we're not going to be at 100 torchlight at the very end of this. Oh well. It'll make that final curio battle fight a little bit more difficult. But honestly, that's really good management of our resources, I think, if we're running out of torches like 1 room before the end. Before we hit the fight, make sure to torch up. Perfect. 76. Tipped below 75 there. Whoops. Stun the stress dealer. That's so we can get the kill on her and get some bleed on you. Noxious that your DOT gets the kill. Good. One action the enemy's allowed to have. Hey, you finally did something. Good for you. Like, honestly, we have just been bodying this entire dungeon, so I am totally okay with the enemy having one benefit. Try to stun you so we can try to stress heal a little bit. Good. 7, 6, 6, 6. You. Actually, you can self-stress heal, so I shouldn't have done that. Whoops. Dead on your next turn. Good. Yeah, you can self-heal at least. And you.
A brilliant confluence
That
of
raised
skill
torchlight?
and purpose.
No, it doesn't. How is our torchlight increased? Is it this? Torch plus 8 for Inspiring Cry. Yep, okay. Ow.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Okay, so it is 1.9 being rounded to 2, I guess. You, die. Aha! DOT! This one isn't quite dead yet. You. Now you're dead. And stress heal. And kill.
Executed with impunity.
One curio. It could be any of these three, reasonably. Let's go ahead and drop the gold then, and the medicinal herbs. No torches, so gotta go in with dim light. Not a useful curio. Oh well. Ah. Oop, and you. And you.
Well
Crit.
struck.
And pop. So no one's dead, unfortunately. Good dodge. You're not dead yet. You are. And you are dead. Cool. Stun you, which also means you dodge the DLT and your guard is gone. And then Dirk Stab, because we're just looking for some damage. Noxious, and that should be a
The
kill.
ground quakes.
Cool. I mean, I could Inspire and Cry, I could heal. There's literally no reason to do anything. The enemies are dead.
Back to the pit.
Key, take that, because why the hell not? 25, 20, get rid of that, take that. We used holy water on this before to get the damage buff. I think that if you touch it without holy water, there's a chance of something bad. And given that it just gave a buff until camp, I think I actually straight up ignore it and just leave.
We will find all manner of great and terrible things in this watery tomb.
So yeah, that was a long apprentice level mission where we got about 17,000, 17,500-ish gold, 7,500 from reward, 8 busts, 5 portraits, 4 from reward, 6 deeds, 24 crests, a common crusader, or sorry, not a rare crusader trinket, that I'm unlikely to seriously use, but it can be useful if you're using more like a tank crusader. And then we got one or two other trinkets in the inventory. And we ended up relieving that mission with 0 stress, a new level 5, and some serious progress on our backup members here. So Arundel, our new level 5, got Ruins Phobe. Cool, great. Honestly, replacing Compulsive, sure. Ruins Phobe is still not good, though. And Dufay, our backup Jester, got Deadly, +2 crit. Sure? There are times where that can be useful. Not really how I try to play Jesters, but not useless.
I can still see their angry faces as they stormed the manor. But I was dead before they found me. And the letter was on its way.
Okay, so Malbray is still in the brothel. And relieved 78 stress. Nice. Urgent got God-Fearing, replacing Claustrophobia, and got 69 stress relief. Yeah, you can get God-Fearing, which makes it you can only pray. Eh. Reynold is back. Arundel is level 5. Pove advanced to Mastery level 6. So theoretically, we should have the 3rd level Siren fight unlocked, I think. But we'll find out next time. For now, that is it for the mission, and thus the episode. So, if this video hasn't ruined your life, then go ahead and do that YouTube stuff for a million times. I hope you have a wonderful remainder of your day. I hope to see you in the next one, where we will not be taking on the 3rd stage Siren, even if she is unlocked. I want to fight more in the Weald and Warrens so we can unlock their 2nd stage bosses. I really do not want to leave that for later, if at all possible. I'll find out with me next time. Bye.